Canadian artist Tory Lanez is a rapper, singer-songwriter, and record producer, well known for his critical acclaim. The 29-year-old's track Love has been nominated for a Grammy, and his songs Say It and Love charted at numbers 23 and 19 on the Billboard 100. But in spite of his growing commercial success, Tory Lanez has been violent towards a prominent female rapper, in addition to getting himself into competitive lyrical battle raps with other artists. Tory Lanez also has a dark criminal past that you may not be aware about. Keep watching till the end of this video to see why rappers are really scared of Tory Lanez. Before we get into the video, subscribe and hit the notification button to be notified when we upload more content. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. Thanks. Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. Summer of 2020 saw a flood of headlines regarding a violent encounter between these two rappers. Tory Lanez was arrested in July, and details revealed that Megan Thee Stallion had been shot. The fateful incident spurred a discussion about how black women, especially black women in the music industry, face a lot of danger. Let's take a look at how this all went down. The pair were first seen together in April of 2020 at Megan Thee Stallion's house for Tory Lanez's quarantine radio show. Allegedly, they were not dating, nor were they dating during the shooting. Tory Lanez was arrested for carrying a concealed weapon while Megan Thee Stallion was in the passenger seat. News broke that her foot had been injured, although it was assumed it was a wound from broken glass, a result of an altercation at the Hollywood Hills party they attended, the party that had Tory Lanez in trouble with the law to begin with. Witnesses at the party claimed to have seen the two rappers engaged in an argument and heard gunshots. Video footage of the following arrest revealed Megan Thee Stallion walking with bloody feet. Tory Lanez received a felony for the incident. Megan Thee Stallion took to Instagram and claimed that Tory Lanez had shot her with the intent to injure her. She shut down all ensuing jokes by reinforcing the trauma Tory Lanez had caused. This incident left many rappers, particularly female rappers and singers such as Rihanna and Beyoncé, fearful of the Canadian rapper, not to mention critical of his treatment of other successful rappers. His behavior shows he's dangerous to women, and his behavior at the party proved he can be hot-headed. Tory Lanez pleaded not guilty. Tory Lanez versus Drake. While Tory Lanez is known for his R&B sound, he's also a pretty competitive battle rapper. His beefs are mostly diss tracks that serve as challenges. His beef with Drake in 2010 is the first prominent feud he got into. Both rappers are Canadian, which made it easy to compete with each other to be the best rapper from their area. In fact, it was once rumored that the two were related. Tory Lanez posted a YouTube video denying the rumors and challenging Drake to listen to his mixtape, Playing for Keeps. And if Drake didn't like them, Tory Lanez promised to pay him $10,000. In 2015, Tory Lanez's jealousy reappeared during an interview on Hot 97 when he said he didn't like the fact that Drake had popularized the Six, a term for Toronto. Drake's 2016 single, Summer 16, alluded to other rappers being jealous of his success by saying other rappers wanted to be him. The two went back and forth with subliminal disses and wordplay, though Tory Lanez claimed he was a huge fan of Drake's. After Drake announced during an interview that he was sick of being talked down to, Tory Lanez responded, "Hip-hop is a contact sport. I'm here to compete. I'm here to be number one." He went on to say, "I was a fan of Drake's music before. No one's ever took that from me. That doesn't mean I'm not here to take my crown." Tory Lanez wants to be on top. No wonder rappers are intimidated by him. Tory Lanez versus Jacquees. Artist Jacquees didn't really have much of a feud with Tory Lanez, but the two dissed each other openly on social media in 2016. Jacquees tweeted, "Chris Brown, my idol / big bro. He don't count, never will, but you other guys, I'm at your throat. Hashtag f how you feel." Translation, Chris Brown is the only artist that can compete with him. Although Tory Lanez wasn't mentioned in this tweet, he jumped into the conversation anyway. The two went back and forth, and at one point Jacquees called him a peasant and said his lyrics were okay, but his voice wasn't as good as his. The two eventually went on tour together, proving that Tory Lanez just likes to get under people's skin sometimes. For the Canadian rapper, the point is to take someone down just to take them down. Nothing wrong with a little competition. Tory Lanez versus Don Q. We all know that Tory Lanez goes verse for verse with all challengers, and his feud with New York rapper Don Q was no exception. The sparring sessions were friendly according to Tory Lanez, but the diss tracks did start beef with Dream Doll and Royce da 5'9". He claimed that Don Q was paying to sleep with Dream Doll, and the female rapper took offense. She released her own diss track against Tory Lanez. The two seemingly made amends, and Tory Lanez said in an interview with Pitchfork that they'd hung out and laughed about the record together. Rapper Royce da 5'9" is known for his lyrical bravado, so any competition must have been intimidating just for fun. He said he did it to stir things up, get competitive, but it's ultimately reputation. But they might be nervous about a clever diss track floating around. Gun and drug charges. Before the Canadian rapper shot Megan Thee Stallion, he had a criminal record. Tory Lanez was arrested in Broward County, Florida in 2017 for gun and drug charges. The expired tag on his 2014 Rolls-Royce caught the eye of police when he was pulled over. Tory Lanez didn't have a valid driver's license and, being Canadian, couldn't legally drive in the United States. Cops found 20 grams of marijuana in his glove box and an unloaded gun in the center console. He was released on a $1,000 bond. Doesn't seem too criminal, except for the gun. Wonder what he needed that for. Violent concert. In 2016, one of Tory Lanez's shows turned into a riot. The concert took place in Midland, Texas. Tory Lanez got into an altercation with a security guard, then told the crowd to f this place up. Footage was released of fans hurling chairs and objects at each other as Tory Lanez raged against security. Multiple people were arrested and venue owners considered suing for property damage. Tory Lanez knows how to start a riot. Maybe battle rapping is just one way he butts heads with others. Tory Lanez versus Travis Scott. The feud between these two rappers started in 2016 when fans compared Tory Lanez to Travis Scott. Tory responded, "I can't sound like someone I wrote for." Travis Scott didn't take this comment lightly. They confronted each other at the Mala Luna Festival in San Antonio, Texas. Footage was released of the two engaged in a heated confrontation. After what seemed like a heated fight, there were no further incidents and neither spoke of it publicly. Tory Lanez seems a lot like a problem child in the industry. Many of his rap feuds are harmless, but they prove he's got lyrical ability that other rappers don't want to mess with. It's also possible that one day one of his diss tracks might ignite an actual beef that intimidates other rappers and fans alike. Tory Lanez also seems like he's got a problem with violence. Shooting a woman in the foot is never okay, but his persistent denial and not guilty plea has only turned away fans. Megan Thee Stallion has a loyal fan base, and none of them are interested in what Tory's putting out. Other rappers fear his violence. His criminal record also suggests he's gotten himself into trouble in the past, particularly with guns. It seems like there's a lot about Tory Lanez we just don't know, but we know that he has a lot of enemies in the industry. That's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're new to the channel to be notified when we upload more content. Thanks.